Welcome to Proven and Probable. Today we're going to highlight an exploration company that's seen its share price increase from 7 cents in March all the way up to 48 cents as of this week. And today they embarked on one of many multiple exploration programs. To find out more, stay tuned. But before we begin, I would appreciate if you click the subscribe button and click the bell. Now, on to today's interview. Joining us for a conversation is Peter Ball of NV Gold Corp. Mr. Ball, welcome back to the show. You're becoming quite a regular here, sir.
Yeah, always a pleasure, Maurice. Lots of action at NV Gold, so it's a pleasure to talk to you again.
It certainly is. We're delighted to have you back on the program as NV Gold continues to have more and more exciting news for shareholders coming from the newly acquired high-grade Exodus Gold Project located in BC. But before we begin, Mr. Ball, who is NV Gold and what is the opportunity the company presents to the market?
Great question, Maurice. For the new listeners who hasn't heard me speak with you about a week ago, NV Gold is an exploration company focused on finding the next multi-million ounce gold deposit that have put together what we believe is some of the best and brightest technical minds, including Dr. Quinton Hennigh, Dr. Odin Christensen, John Watson, specifically focused on making discovery. And we've got a busy year ahead of us. So trades in Toronto, TSX Venture, and also, of course, in the U.S.
Let's visit the high-grade Exodus Gold Project where the company recently embarked on a very, very aggressive exploration program. What type of work is being conducted on site now, and what have you learned so far about the Exodus Gold Project since the acquisition?
On July 6th, we announced the acquisition and the optioning into the project after we reviewed it after 4 months. And what we're learning is the intelligence that we've gained from not only the vendors that have been working on the project for 3 years, but we've actually engaged the vendors as not only our project manager, taking this gentleman named Max Keel, a really smart geologist, and taking his level of intelligence over 3 years, combined with another very smart individual, Mr. James Maxwell, both professional geologists, qualified persons according to 43101. They've done a lot of work in 3 years. But what we've done since July 6th is actually we've completed a property-wide high-res mag and radiometric survey. So we're starting to understand that taking their intelligence of their knowledge of the project and now starting to look at the early or what we call freshly collected data from the geophysics survey, the information from ground truthing that they've done, and looking at the early stages of this geophysics, is there's a great correlation. We're seeing the structures that they thought were there are actually sitting there under the ground. So we're learning a lot. We've got the geophysics done. We're starting to get the information over here in the next couple of weeks. And we're also energized that today was actually the second day that we've actually been on site with our exploration team. They're going to span out, look at the central core, and then they're going to do the northern and southern boundaries, this is a large property. We've expanded the property position by nearly up close to 9%. We found some other interesting items of the project, which we'll probably talk about over the next few weeks as we really do our due diligence.
You know, you have a stellar technical team, and if they're ecstatic about what they're seeing already, that really bodes well for the future of the company. You know, we referenced the aggressive exploration program on the Exodus Gold Project, and I know it's early days, but when does NV Gold expect to have drill targets defined?
That's interesting. So when we found this project, there was already drill targets defined. They've been working this project for 3 years. What we want to do, again, this isn't our money, this is the shareholders' money. We want to ensure that when we do look to drill, we want to make sure every dollar on the drill bit is used efficiently and effectively, and we're vectoring into exactly where we should. So we have drill targets identified, but we've got 2 months of intense surface ground truthing, we'll call it, and we will push forward probably to a drill program based on current targets, new targets, and final targets for October of this year. Is our goal September, October?
September, October it is, sir. All right, we focused our efforts thus far on the Exodus Gold Project, but that's just really the tip of the iceberg. NV Gold has a commanding land package in Nevada with 15 highly prospective projects. Any developments to share with us from Nevada?
Yeah, so Nevada is actually moving along at a fair pace. Also, we will be starting our program at our Slumber project, completing some geophysics following up from interesting results from the fall of 2019. So that'll commence in August based on that CSAMT survey, which really that just means this geophysical survey is going to help us determine where, within really a meter or two, where we should stick our drill hole based on what the results are subsurface of what the geophysical survey will outline. Secondary is another project which we're actually just on boots on the ground now. We'll be talking about it in the next couple of weeks. It's Sandy. Great project. Basically picked it up for staking costs only. Historical drill information wrapped up right inside of another active mining company where they're getting drill results. We got it for free for $2,000, and we're going to be doing some ground truthing, push towards a drill program, but also the projects we have, I mean, for some of the listeners out there, they're not grassroots. These are drill-ready projects that we select 2 to 3 a year. So most recently, since the surge in gold up to, I think it was nearly 2,000 in about a day ago, we're seeing more people in our data room. It's like Amazon shopping in NV Gold's extensive database and our projects. So we're looking to do some potential sales of assets as we move forward. It's interesting. It's the best time to drill in Nevada, so if another company wants to drill it, we've got projects for them, but really we're focused on 2, Slumber and Sandy.
Sorry for the interruption, folks, but I do want to remind you, everything we're covering today with Mr. Ball, you can find in the description box below. And if you like our content, I would appreciate if you give us a thumbs up. Now, back to the interview. Switching gears, let's look at some numbers. The share price has performed quite well this month. What is the current capital structure and share price?
Just to bring a little bit of catch up on where our share price was. May 26th, we closed the financing at 14 cents, oversubscribed. Great new shareholders, great new institutions. Right now, we're trading at 37 to 38. We hit a high of 48 cents on Monday. Lots of interest. Of course, gold's helping us, but we've got lots of action and news flow. The market's expecting more to come. And our share structure is about 55 million issued, so market capitalization of about 20 million Canadian.
Before we close, Mr. Ball, gold hit an all-time high this week. How does the high gold price with a low oil price fit into the value proposition of NV Gold?
Yeah, it's always interesting watching what's happening with the oil price and what's happening around the world in regards to how the economy is allowing issues to help the gold price. I'll focus on the gold price. I'm not an oil and gas guy, but we know where gold is currently. We're sitting in the 1900 and something US, which in Canada, which actually matches quite well with our BC project, is in the $2,500 range, the highest price in Canadian history. What this does for a junior, which relates to your previous question of the capital structure, if you got a junior exploration company, run what we believe is some of the best technical minds, focused on a gold discovery, and you add in what we're calling right now Christmas in July for our shareholders and the market in general. We've been waiting for this for a lifetime. High gold price, highly active junior company with lots of news flow, focused on a discovery with a very interesting high-grade gold discovery. This gold price factors in significantly to the value proposition, as you said, in regards to where we could go. We're going to make every effort to get there. We're going to execute, follow through, be 100% available and transparent to our shareholders.
Names excluded. You shared with me prior to our conversation here today that you're receiving a number of phone calls from some high net worth individuals. Can you share some of that conversation with us?
Yeah, I mean, of course, absolutely no names. What we're doing is the market likes a management team that takes ownership by owning a large substantial of their company with great shareholders, institutional coverage, and an active company focused on a big win or hunting for the next elephant. They see that that's what we're doing. They see the technical team we have. For example, we've had a couple of groups that have accumulated probably upwards to 1 million to 1.5 million shares in the market from 25 all the way to 45 cents Canadian. They see this as an opportunity to capitalize on the next stage, which is a very active program of executed programs in 2 countries, which is British Columbia and Nevada, with lots of news flow. And, they're saying if you ever want to do financing, we're there for you. We want to support you and your team. And that's where the market is today. The market is very excited about where the price of gold has led to provide opportunities for NV Gold. Tight share structure, great management, great ownership, great institutions. Eric Sprott is one of our largest shareholders. It's going to be a good year. We're excited.
Mr. Ball, if someone wants to get more information about NV Gold, please share the contact details.
Yeah, thanks, Maurice. So it's easy. I don't have a middle person. So email me, peter@nvgoldcorp.com. Goes right to me. I'll answer everybody within an hour, guaranteed. And just another layer, we have a 1-888 number, 363-9883. That 1-800 number actually just goes to my cell. So you're going to get me. You're going to leave a voicemail for me, not anybody else, and I'll get back to you within an hour. Transparency, we represent our shareholders. We're big shareholders. Phone us or email us anytime.
Mr. Ball, it's always a pleasure. Wishing you and the NV Gold team the absolute best, sir. NV Gold trades on the TSX.V symbol NVX and on the OTC symbol NVGLF. NV Gold is a sponsor of Proven and Probable, and we are proud shareholders for the virtues conveyed in today's message. Before you make your next bullion purchase, make sure you call me. I'm a licensed representative for Miles Franklin Precious Metals Investments, but we have several options to expand your precious metals portfolio, from physical delivery, offshore depositories, and precious metal IRAs. Call me directly at 855-505-1900, or you may email maurice@milesfranklin.com. Finally, please subscribe to Proven and Probable for mining insights and bullion sales. Subscription is free.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.